Okay, let's talk about the future of work, which is, well, it's kind of here already. We've got AI agents so powerful they can practically run a company. It's this incredible dream for personal productivity. But it's also a complete nightmare for any security team. So, how do you get all that power inside your company's firewall? That's the big question. We're going to look at two totally different philosophies, giving an agent unlimited freedom versus building one on a foundation of solid, enterprise-grade trust. Let's dive in.
So just to understand the kind of power we're dealing with, you've got to look at tools like OpenClaw. I mean, when someone just casually tweets, "It's running my company," just let that sink in for a second. This is not your average chatbot helping you with the recipe. This is something else entirely. We're talking about full-on digital delegation.
And the stories just get crazier. Get this. A user's agent accidentally picks a fight with their insurance company over a claim. And the best part? It wins. The company actually reopens the case. I mean, it's kind of hilarious, but also a little bit scary, right? It just goes to show these things aren't just following simple commands. They are making decisions and taking action out there in the real world.
So yeah, when an AI can review your code, manage your projects, and even win battles with your insurance company for you, it's not a stretch to say it. The whole idea of a digital employee isn't science fiction anymore. The potential just feels absolutely massive.
So, on one hand, you have this incredible dream of ultimate productivity, right? An AI teammate that can handle basically anything you throw at it. But that dream can turn into a real nightmare fast, the second you try to bring it inside a corporate network.
Let's just ask the question that's probably on your mind. If these tools are so great, why does your CISO, your Chief Information Security Officer, basically have a panic attack at the very mention of them? What's the big deal?
Well, here's the problem. Everything that makes these agents feel like magic is also what makes them a huge risk. Giving an AI full access to your entire computer, yikes! Letting it write and run its own code, I mean, it could literally hack itself from the inside. And then it connects to all your personal data and acts on its own without you watching. For a security professional, this isn't a feature list, it's a list of reasons to say absolutely not.
But what if there's another way? A completely different approach that gives you all that power, but is built for security and accountability from day one. That's the whole idea behind a project called 10x Productivity. You can think of it as the OpenClaw for the enterprise. All the power, but none of the panic.
Here's the difference in a nutshell. The old-school cloud way means you gotta wait for IT, install some complicated middleware that probably opens up new security holes, and get locked into a vendor. The 10x productivity approach is the total opposite. It just uses the access you already have, so the only security risk is, well, you. And since there's no new infrastructure, you can start, like, right now.
And this is the most important part to get. The agent works through the exact same channels you do, your browser, your command line, your APIs. There's no extra layer in the middle that can get hacked. It's not about replacing the human, it's about giving the human superpowers.
Now, this whole philosophy works because it's built on a solid foundation of trust. And that foundation rests on four main principles. Let's break them down. First up, the agent is just a client. It's super simple. Your laptop is the entire platform. This isn't some black box running in the cloud somewhere. It's just a really smart script running on the machine you already own and use. No new infrastructure, no fuss.
Pillar number 2 is security by locality. And honestly, this is the one that lets your CISO sleep at night. The threat model of the agent is exactly the same as the threat model of you. If you can't access a production database, neither can your agent. It doesn't open any new doors or expose anything new. Simple as that.
Third, we have accountability, and this is huge. The agent uses your personal keys, your identity. So every code commit, every Jira ticket update, every Slack message, it all has your name on it. This gives you a perfect audit trail, which is so much more secure than using some vague, shared bot account that nobody can track.
And the final pillar, the one that makes this whole thing actually practical, is zero friction. You don't have to file a ticket with IT and wait 3 weeks. You don't need special approvals. Because it's just using your existing permissions. If you can log into a system, so can your agent. You can get up and running immediately.
Okay, so we have this secure, trustworthy foundation. That's great. But what can you actually do with it? Let's look at how this really unlocks productivity for developers right now.
Right out of the box, the 10x Productivity repo is ready to connect to the tools we all use every single day. We're talking GitHub, Jira, Confluence, Slack, PagerDuty, the whole shebang. So you could literally tell your agent, hey, go find the on-call schedule in PagerDuty,
summarize the top active incidents from Jira, and then post an update for the team in Slack. And just like that, it's done. This isn't sci-fi. It's a simple command you can run today.
And getting started is actually kind of brilliant. You don't have to sit there and read a huge tutorial. Instead, you just point your coding agent at the setup file, the AI reads the instructions for you, asks which tools you use, and then walks you through getting all the credentials and making sure they work. The AI literally onboards itself. How cool is that?
And this really points to a massive shift in how we think about this stuff. The documentation in this repository, it's not really written for humans. It's a structured playbook designed for a large language model to read, understand, and then execute. We are actually building tools for our tools to use. It's a whole different level of thinking.
So let's end on a really crucial piece of advice from the project's creator. We've just explored a way to unlock some truly immense power and do it securely. But remember, automating parts of your job doesn't always mean you get a 4-day work week. A lot of times, it just means you get more work piled on. So the real question isn't just, can you automate everything? It's about being really deliberate about what you automate and why.